Safsal's first ball safely negotiated. Let's tell you about events at Edgbaston. This was the end of Mark Waugh. Out for 59 off the bowling of Patel, caught by Matthew Fleming. That was 154 for 3. And shortly afterwards, Dougie Brown down the wicket to Andy Simons and stumped by Paul Nixon. 158 for 4 now then, Warwickshire. 158 for 4. And remember, they need 218 to win that game. They're into the 31st over. So it's going to be tight. But Kent may just think they've got their noses in front. Over's gone then, 167 for 4. Nottinghamshire need 19 to win from 60 balls. At Edgbaston, things are certainly swinging Kent's way now as Warwickshire chase 218 for victory. This is the end of Neil Smith. Caught by Min Patel. What a good catch that was at mid-wicket. Warwickshire 180 for 5. Remember, that's 40 overs aside, that contest. Just heard that Warwickshire have lost another. They're now 6 down. We'll bring you news of that and action from that in just a moment or two. 6 down now, Warwickshire chasing 218.
Get it, yes, Matt.
So I think probably if I was the man sitting in the lay-by somewhere between here and Birmingham, I'd be just starting the car and nosing towards Birmingham. That was a Powell, bowled by Simons for naught, first ball. 180 for 6. Oh, a bit of a misfield. Wiley, who's on as sub for Philip de Freitas.
All but done and dusted here. So Leicestershire will be reliant upon the game at Edgbaston. I believe that Paul Allott has got some news for us.
It's getting pretty frantic and frenetic down here at Edgbaston. Warwickshire now 188 for 7. Andrew Simons has taken 4 wickets. He's just got rid of Trevor Penny, but David Hemp has just launched him over mid-wicket for 4. It could go either way still. It's 192 for 7. So Warwickshire need another 21 to win. There's still 3 overs to go. Hemp's there, Shakes in the middle. It could go either way. Kent are fighting like tigers.
Absolutely nip and tuck down at Edgbaston. Not quite so here. Leicestershire all but lost. Just 7 more runs to win.
1 off 21 balls for Peterson.
Wide.
That will be a wide. You get 1 for the wide plus the runs that they run. And that is it. That's the victory. They don't need to run the 3rd run because you get 1 for the wide plus the runs they've run. So that's actually 4 off that. And that has taken the Outlaws through to victory. Well, the Leicestershire Foxes failed to grasp the title here. They're now reliant upon the game at Edgbaston. There's the captain, Vince Hills. He can't believe it. Well, Leicestershire, it was there for the taking, but they never really got going. And a total of 185 always looked to be too few, especially bearing in mind that their bowling attack was depleted. And Notts, well, they just cruised straight through. A great 57, good support from Blewett and Bicknell.
So it all means that the final moments of this season, the attention of the final moments of this season now swing to Birmingham and to Edgbaston, because whatever happens there is going to have a direct outcome on who gets the Division 1 title. Now then, this is Andy Simons bowling, and that looks to me like David Hemp batting. We're going to have to commentate off tube because for technical reasons we can't hear from Paul Allott right at the moment. So James Whittaker is with me. James, it's obviously we just need to see a scoreboard shot from Edgbaston, which we will get as soon as possible. But it's all going to be quite tight out there. We know that it was 20 needed off 18 balls.
It looks as though David Hemp, the middle order player from Warwickshire, has played an absolute blinder to get him even that close. Andrew Simons has picked up some wickets for the Spitfires, and there we see it, 197 for 7.
So it's 21 needed. Is that right? No, that's not right, is it? I've got that entirely wrong. My maths is notoriously poor. In fact, I was right. 21 needed. There can't be that many overs, and that's bowled. So that's a 5th wicket for Andy Simons. That's the end for Hemp, and I suspect probably at 8 wickets down, that is the title heading to Kent.
Well, there's still hope. While there's wickets in the pavilion, while there's batsmen capable of scoring runs, there's still hope for the Foxes. But it's been a very, very good effort by the Spitfires. They start the huddle. They've got a good team together over the last few weeks in the Sunday League. They've got themselves on a roll. They get into tight positions and can win from them.
And it's Andy Simons bowling his seam-up variety in the World Cup and in the NatWest Trophy. We saw him earlier this season going very much for off-spin, but he's bowling seam-up today. He's picked up 5 for. He's broken the back of this Warwickshire innings, which at one stage was cruising along. 197 for 8, 21 needed for victory. I'm desperately trying to see how many overs are left. Well, there's 1 over to go after this one, because this is the 39th and this is 40 overs aside. Dagnall is going to be the new batsman, and this now is a tall order, I suspect, for the Warwickshire Bears, who are safe, remember. They're just playing very much for pride here. They won't go up or down the table at all, whatever the outcome of this game. But of course, for your side now sitting in the dressing room over the other side of the ground from us, these are heartbreaking scenes really coming from Birmingham, because I think with every ball that's bowled and every wicket that falls, they can probably see the title, which seemed to be theirs for the taking, just slipping away.
Well, Paul Nixon there standing up to the wicket. They'll be hoping that Dagnall gets a thick inside edge or faint outside edge past the keeper.
Former Leicestershire keeper, of course.
Yes, he'll be enjoying these moments. The team across the way there on the other side of the ground, they'll be anxious. They've given it all. They've played very good one-day cricket this year. But these are the final throws of the NUL season.
Well, Dagnall's launched that away. Has he got that away over the covers and away for 4? No, there's a man out there scurrying round. That looks like little Matty Walker to me, doing the fielding at deep cover. So that's going to be just 1 run. I have to tell you, I haven't a clue who the other batsman with Dagnall is.
Yeah, likewise.
Hemp has just got out. It's Mohammed Sheikh, I'm hearing. Mohammed Sheikh.
He can bat.
In fact, it was. Well, I don't know who it is, but anyway, whoever it is. Oh, there's going to be a run out here. So that's another wicket down. It's 9 down now, and Kent have more than a hand on the trophy. And if it hasn't moved towards Edgbaston, it ought to be doing so now.
Do you think the representative from the Norwich Union has put the car in first and is heading west? There is still hope. There's another man at the crease about to come in. A bit of a mix-up. He made good contact. It hit the first ball received for 2. He knew how desperate runs were. He's set off straight away and left David Hemp stranded.
Well, in fact, that was Hemp out, so it must have been Sheikh who was bowled earlier on. Apologies for the somewhat sketchy knowledge, but obviously we're sitting here at Trent Bridge watching these pictures coming to you from Edgbaston. 199 for 9. The target is 218 in 40 overs, so after this over there'll be just 6 balls to go. 6 balls to get what is now going to be 19 for victory, if that is the end of the Simons over. Doesn't look like it is. He's obviously got a bit more work to do. So Dagnall has now been joined by Richardson, and is this going to be a famous last wicket partnership which will earn them the freedom of the city of Leicester?
Well, it's still mathematically possible for the Bears to beat the Spitfires. There's enough balls left in their innings. It just keeps the contest alive. It just takes a little bit of luck.
And a lot of whistling in the wind, I suspect, probably, James.
And a lot of praying across the other side of the ground.
So Simons has obviously bowled a terrific spell here. We know he's taken 5 for. Bustling in. Another single. Will bring up the 200. So there we are. That is the end of the Simons over. So it's a 200 for 9, which means it's 18 for victory in 6 balls.